I'm Rob Van Dam. The whole show.
Oh yeah, guess what? Hey, it's Trash Night. Trash Night. It is live on Trash Night, and it is RVDTV.com, RVD's YouTube channel. We are live. It's one of a kind with Guess Who. I'm gonna give my guests here a guess of what it is. Who's here, guys? Who is it?
They're silent, bro. They're speechless.
What is there probably in the comments?
Speechless.
Yeah.
The
Anyway, my name is Rob Van Dam. I'm the
Oh, okay. Hi, Rob.
yeah, RVD.
For Roberts.
Actually, yes. And,
Okay.
And I haven't called Bob by like 3 people ever.
Bobby.
One of them is Christopher Daniels.
What? He
yeah.
does?
Yeah, he just made up that nickname for me, and who else? I don't know. Probably 2 other people.
Who's the lovely lady beside you, Robert?
Oh, this is my very pregnant wife,
Yay.
Katie Forbes.
Oh, hello, Katie.
Hey y'all.
Katie, do you prefer Katie or Catherine, or what? How do you go?
Katie. That's
Just
my
Katie.
my whole name. It's not even short for anything. It's just Katie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How about that?
But my family calls me KK.
Really?
the
KK.
name I have.
I would have thought Katie Riffic, something like that. But,
Something, right?
yeah, but no.
Katie-licious.
Katie Licious. I like that. I like that.
Dude,
I like being here.
happy trash night, dude.
The only
Happy
Katie in wrestling other than Katie who? Katie Vick.
Katie Vick.
Yeah.
Can you think of other Katies in the business?
That's a good question, right?
There's not very many, but I don't know if she's the only one. But she's,
No, Katie, you might be that.
Yeah.
You might be the only one actually, because there was Caitlin from when she
Yeah.
she
doesn't
was there.
count. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Yeah, that's a good point. Wow, you are the only Katie. Wow, one of a kind indeed, Katie.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
Well,
was-
shout out to everybody in the chat here. We got some familiar faces. Triple E's in the house. Jem the Dawn. Maddie's here. Holy smokes, we got a lot of people already
What's up,
commenting.
Van Dam fam? Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah, Frankie.
Different day where you are than just, adjust. Duh.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rob, hey,
All right,
Let's
here we go.
to it. We have a special guest here this.
Yeah, this is Lovey.
That's Lovey
Barbie.
and Barbie, the dynamic duo.
Yeah, they're hyper
Yeah.
right now.
But that's not a special guest you were talking about.
No, not what I was saying.
Yeah, and so awesome of him to take time while he is at the airport making his way through, because he wasn't planning on being there, but that's the business. That's the way shit happens. So let's put him through so we don't waste any more of his time.
Yes.
He's one of the local heroes of recent media, Mr. Doug Malo.
Yes, Doug.
What's up?
Welcome.
How are you?
Doug, how are you doing, dude?
I'm fantastic, honestly. And you're not wasting my time. Actually, this has been I've been looking forward to this all week. I was so giddy about it, and then things kind of didn't work my way today. And I was so excited.
Cool.
Thank you
Also
for having
known
me.
as Moochie Boochie. Is that correct?
Smoochy Moochies. Yeah, Smoochy Moochies. I love that. Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob.
That's great.
Yeah.
I was thinking Death to Smoochie, that Robin Williams movie. That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah. That's a fun one.
That too. All that.
All that.
Congratulations, by the way, on your child.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. So Doug and I don't know each other, but I've enjoyed seeing him rise through the smoke and ashes of the shit show that was that what were the knocks, which is funny because whenever anyone talks about it, they always use that creative X to mispronounce it. They always call it knock X. And I know when I love it because when they thought of putting that X there, they probably thought it was genius. Like, we'll spell Knox a cool way, and everyone calls it knock X now. But
Yeah, I love that.
But anyway, even though Malo means bad in Spanish, this is not a bad guy here, and we learned Learned that right away. And Doug is known for being the guy that pulled Roger Jackson off of Psycho Stu that everybody just now
Utah.
seen by now. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then and then right away I started seeing him doing a bunch of interviews and stuff. So I just only it's been talked about to death. I have like two questions that I'd like to bring up about that situation myself, if it's cool with you.
Of
But
course.
I noticed like you did especially after you cooled down or whatever, you did an interview and you were sitting in your truck, and I heard somebody say to you something along the lines of that some veterans like RVD and Mark Henry have said, and I think he was referring to that something to the effect, something to the
I'm
effect of that it was that Stu started it or something, and then you said something like, well, that's their opinion. They have a right to their opinion, but I don't agree with them. Did you notice that like the rest of the internet mark culture didn't quite have that same view of everyone's got a right to their own opinion and just like I mean bombarded all this hate for having a different opinion. Did you happen to catch any of that wave? If so, I would guess they love you.
Oh no, I got all of it. I got like bad, good. I got everything in between. I don't care, you know? Like
Yeah,
you can't be a free speech absolutist and be like, "Oh, how dare somebody have an opinion on something?" Also, you have so many years in the business and you have like I don't know, you basically have gone around full circle in your head on what you have done it what you have done at that moment, and I think you kind of have to take I mean, like, because I could see it too. If you hit me with a beer can upside my head, like, shoot or not, I'm swinging. You know
they
Sure.
what I mean?
tested.
Yeah,
If someone does that and you don't know them, and you walk, it's you going into the dressing room, then they're testing you, right? Like to see if you're a pussy or
yeah,
if you do something. Yeah.
yeah. So
But of course, he should
it
have done
was
it then, not
ugly.
later. But I never said any. I've always said he should have done it then instead of later. But sometimes in this business, it don't work out that way. But
Right.
Yeah, I saw the full opinion afterwards too. Like, I sat there and like that because at that time too, I wasn't really wanting to take in a bunch of information or
yeah,
really deal with much. So like when I finally saw like Mark Henry's opinion, your opinion, everyone else's, I was like, nah, I see it. Like, not much to really
yeah,
dive too far into. Like,
yeah,
it's very human opinion. Yeah.
yeah.
John, what kind of negative feedback were you getting though? Like, because you were like known as the hero of this whole situation. So, what kind of like, yeah, who was trashing you or giving you a hard time online about it, and in what
Any,
manner? Too?
basically anybody that wanted me to have the opinion like that they wanted me to have.
Uh
You
huh.
know what I mean? Like, oh well, this person, like, trying to, people going as far as saying like Rampage is a shitty father, right? Like, how the fuck do you know? Are you at home with him? Are you like? I watched some of the videos with him and Raja, and I saw like how the guy was like my father figure treated me, and I loved it. It was endearing to me, right? Like, this just like gentle ribs, like some like subtleties. But then it's like, oh well, he did this, and I'm like, how the fuck do any of you people know? So like, they get caught up in this like delusional world of wanting to like die on this hill. They get so tribal that they're like, we're on this side now, and I'm over here like, how the fuck did, like, I'm not. It's not a side to pick. You have a
Exactly.
human being and a human being that had an adverse reaction.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, speaking of, that's another something I wanted to bring up, and that was exactly my point. There's not a side; they're making up a side. So when I did my episode that got a bunch of people stirred up after my text, the first thing I said on that episode was, first off, we wish Stu, a good health, and I said, basic thinkers aren't going to be able to put together that I could write a text that says, so far I got Rogers back, and at the same time also wish Stu well, because basic thinkers think I got to be on one side, and both of those can't be true at the same time. And I'll be damned if Stevie Richards and that bloke with the ever growing head,
James.
yeah, both of them said, "Well, I guess I'm a basic thinker then." Well, then fuck you if you're that stupid that you can't see that there's no sign. And even though I can see why Roger did what he did, that doesn't mean that I wish Stu harm. Like that's got to be the stupidest. And they both said, "That's me. I'm a basic thinker." Then so. I just wanted to say that and say fuck those guys. Like you never thought that, right? Like by me saying that I was wishing harm on Stu.
No. It's just because at the end, like it's kind of like me too. When I put together like, okay, that Roger was put in a perfect storm of bad behavior. He
Right.
has a past history. He has a traumatic event. You have all this stuff, and then he's being led around by somebody who knows him. Who's instead of saying, "Hey, buddy, let's take a back seat right now. Like it's time to go home." Like if it would have been me and my little brother, I'd be like, "I know what you're thinking right now, and we're gonna go home, or we're gonna go settle this like a different way, but we're not gonna." You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't want him to like. Nobody was looking out for him, and he was left to his own devices, and he's already shown in the past that he's already made bad decisions while left to his own devices. So like, I felt bad for him because it's like he got like led into that thing happened, and it was like it. You know, I don't know. It's just what I'm saying. Like you have to look at that from that perspective because shit. Like there's been times in my life I've been a total fucking crash out. You know, like I've been a hero in stories. I've been a monster. I've been all kinds of shit. You know.
Yeah,
So like yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's it. I always say if you don't look back and see a lesser you, then you're not growing. I'm always hating the guy, me a few years ago because I feel like I've just grown so much since then. People think that getting older is a bad thing, and they think that they're putting you down, saying, "Hey, old man." But truth is, I wouldn't go back in time for anything because it's just my knowledge gets so much better and better. And even though the older you are, the more friends you lose along the way. It's just got to be that way. It's either that way or the other way around.
Yeah. I tend to wear my friends. This is from one of my best friends that passed away. Oh, one of my friends passed. I typically wear them somewhere on my body.
Wow, nice to have you. I can't imagine. I'd be so covered by now.
Dude, I bet. Yeah. Especially your field of work. Like I'm ex-military, right? And then like I was only in for a little bit, but like you lose a lot of friends, and then or just going through life. But like the wrestling community, like that's they're wild people. You know what I mean? They're good people, but they're wild.
Yeah, for sure. And
especially back in the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the standard setters, WWE and shit like that, they're way better than they ever were before. So the newer, younger guys, like you might be one of these guys real soon because we keep seeing you pop up there. If you get a job. These guys are definitely going to live longer than my peers because it's more about a lot of reasons. It's more of a corporate structured atmosphere that's approved by the standards and critics of everything legal wise and morally, and it's like the guys have to keep in shape because of the style now, as opposed to being able to party their ass off and do a couple elbows and drop a leg or something. And a lot of boys I hear switched from alcohol and pills to weed too. So I don't know. I don't know how much to credit that, but I feel like these guys are going to live a lot longer than my generation.
Oh yeah. Well, also too the mass monsters that they had in your generation. Like I started wrestling at like 290. I was a power lifter. Wow. And I even I trained with I don't know if you're still her friend or acquaintance. Tanya.
Yeah, I got that.
I love Tanya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
wait, who?
She taught me so much. Tanya Moore.
Tanya Moore. Okay.
Yeah, probably one of the best female bodybuilding talents, and because of health, she had to cut it short. But if you look at how dominant and how good she was for the period of time that she was bodybuilding, she had the like one of the most put together physiques, well proportioned, everything. Yeah, Tanya's the shit.
And she was dating or married to a good friend of mine, Michael V in LA. So a lot of the boys know Michael V and would stop in to see him when they were in Los Angeles. and that's how I knew her. But yeah, we used to train together at Gold's in Long Beach, or at Gold's in I can't remember what that part of the city was called. Garden, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, known her for a long time, and I got that message, and that's cool. Before we get off subject, one other question on the shitstorm,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you have an answer or not, but I saw, because a lot of people say this, they say the point of contention is they think those dudes, Stu and Raja, apologized, everything was cool, and then later on Raja took advantage of them. Well, kinda, but I didn't so much see, hey, everything's cool. What I saw was Raja reluctantly agreeing when the promoter said, hey, we're going to work it out so that you get him back in the ring. And so in my mind, it was a conditional apology. It wasn't just like, no problem, don't worry about it. It was like, I get him back, right? What's your opinion on that? Was it more of a conditional apology, or was it like a boom, hey, forget about it, you can trust me? Or neither?
See, that's a gray area for me. So like, I'll give you the facts, and then like I'll give you like my thoughts too, because I have to look back at a lot, right? So like, I was told that there was supposed to be a receipt and to look out for the whole situation. That's how I even ended up out there, right?
Right.
And then like by the time it all started coming out, I was blown away. Like, who the fuck would do this to like that? I couldn't like. You can't like some of the punches were on the side of the head, sloppy. You didn't realize how incensed this guy was, right? So like, even the people in the stands, like I thought it was a work until I saw you get in there, right? So like, yes, you could say it was conditional, but then like his confessions that he said all the way leading up to that is where like, to me, it's like, all right, bro, that was fucking horseshit, because you've always wanted to hurt a professional wrestler. I'm going to punch him as many times as I can until someone pulls me off, and I'm going to hit him for real. My biggest issue was that like the people that were guiding him through that, like, did not have a check. Like if I'm gonna like dish out something like that, or like set something up like that, you would think you would have safeguards in place.
Sure. Yeah.
Besides, yeah, like you would talk to him, you would coach him through it, you would say this, and this, like, but like just to let him roam free like that, there's so much responsibility there for that. Like the guy who brought him there, who's supposed to be quote unquote Stu's best friend, saying, fuck that guy, he's a fucking idiot. Give him a real one, tag his shit. Like, I hold him the most accountable, because you brought somebody there and you're responsible for your quote unquote friend. And then the guy that you brought, that you're also his coach. And like, you live stream with him all the time, and then you just do nothing but lie afterwards. Like, there's so much that goes into that. Like none of that shit should have happened. Like, no, like, and that, so yes, the apology had to have been conditional just based on that information, right?
Right.
Like,
right.
because if you have an agreed upon receipt and a receipt's coming,
Yeah.
right? Like, then they agreed upon it. That's a conditional apology. But like the whole thing of hitting him as many times as I can while he's unconscious is like bonkers to me. And then from what I learned way after the incident was that it was supposed to be one punch and roll out of the ring, and they were supposed to take advantage of the punch.
According to who?
According to the young boy that tried to pull him off in the beginning with the face paint.
The young referee?
No, not the referees. No, I don't. I can't. Like, I don't want to say bad things about people, so I just don't bring up the referee.
Sure.
I got nothing good to say.
I'm just thinking, Raja, obviously, he's a little nuts. I'm thinking that him saying, I'm just going to keep punching him many as I can, I'm thinking that's not contradictive to him getting permission to get the receipt. I'm thinking in his mind the whole time that the receipt is something that is going to be very subjective to his perception of what that should be. That's the way I saw it.
Yeah, I could see that too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, again, like putting myself in it. If somebody would have, I don't think I would have gone that crazy, but like there would have been, been something.
No,
yeah, you know what I mean?
No question.
Yeah, but like,
none of us would have done that.
Right.
No, yeah. So like, it's just, I know you're not excusing the thing, but like, yeah, it's because I think what you're trying to say is there other accountabilities besides Raja?
Well,
I would
I would say,
absolutely say so.
Yeah.
and I mean,
Because
what,
just putting it on him is horseshit.
It's I
Cowardly.
would agree with that too. It's just because it's like you said earlier, it's a perfect storm. Like,
right,
there was no cap of okay, this is what's going to happen. He wasn't coached on what's going to go down. Not only that, but he's a bit of a hothead, and he let that get the better of himself. And he had maybe some intent to further damage stuff. And like later on, yeah, I want to get this guy back.
Admitted it.
Yeah, and so
He said it before he went in there in the live stream. He literally like went through like every bit of like confessing that he's always wanted to hurt a wrestler. He's gonna do this and he's gonna do that. So like that happened. But like also the biggest thing is, you know, they should have never have let the guy into the fucking ring and like not let a non wrestler who's never done anything in wrestling or know the psychology. He's a fighter.
right.
You know what I mean? Like
right.
they're different animals. Like fighters are fighters.
Mhm.
You know. You know, like
Yeah,
I was trained in kickboxing growing up and when I was in the military and stuff like that. But like, there's like when you're venturing as like an amateur and you're like, I'm decent at this, and then you see the guy at like the top who's like the racehorse at the gate. You know what I mean? But they're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
like that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You're like, oh, that's why they're good. You know,
Right.
like that yeah. It's yeah, that's a crazy thing to me to like digest still. Like, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think there's a lot of validity to what you said or asked.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when I started, nobody was even allowed in the dressing ring if they didn't have if they weren't working on the card. Sabu or someone older than him would chase anybody out. So for me, that's just how the business has changed to where you know, everyone walks through the dressing room or whatever. It's open to March. There's no kayfabe anymore. So of course, I feel like that's a big problem. But those guys know better
Yeah,
than
that
yeah.
Hey, I want to talk to you guys all about IndaCloud, and holy smokes, I made my friend's day the other day because he came over. We went to a wrestling show, and I got dropped off at my place. He came inside, and I was like, hey, you know what you would like is a little bit of this stuff. And I showed him some of the IndaCloud products I got, and I hooked him up with some of the dope rope, and I hooked him up with some of the gummies, and he was unbelievably excited about how great this product was. He saw how many milligrams the dope rope was pumped for the gummies and all the different kind of flavors and variety of it all. And man, I was so happy I made his day because guess what? He found a pair of my Ray-Bans, and I couldn't thank him enough for that. So I was like, you know what? You found my sunglasses. Let me hook you up. So Rob Van Dam and I, we want to offer you a very special offer for our listeners. This is a big time offer here. You're getting 40% off. That's right, 40% off when you use code RVD. Just head to inda.shop/RVD and you can get 40% off of your purchase here at IndaCloud. And let me say, they got plenty of stuff. They got the Pop Fizz stuff. They have the gummies. And man, this stuff is super effective, and it'll get you to where you want to be with some THC needs for sure. So yet again, go to inda.shop/RVD. That's INDA.shop/RVD and use promo code RVD to get 40. That's 40% off your order. Do it now and feel one of a kind.
that wasn't supposed to happen either. He did like he was just escorted back there, like he belonged.
People don't care that much anymore. In general, I think the standards on most outlaw shows, he could walk back there too, But
Right.
anyway, but then I see them doing all these interviews everywhere, and then man, it seems like you did like the best thing by using that spotlight and actually finding a cause. And I want to talk about that other thing that you do where you and your buddies are catching predators.
Oh
Like
yeah.
what a babyface thing to do. Like pretty much everyone agrees unless unless they want to bang kids, they pretty much agree that that's a horrible, horrible thing. And pretty much that gets a lot of rage built up in people too. Like they want to beat the shit out of someone just from thinking about that line being crossed, probably with someone that they know. But first your friend the bald dude. I've seen him for a while.
Eric.
I saw him doing
Yeah.
the weight stretch thing at the Olympias, and I saw him doing the Russian bully, like saying you got to put your cart away or whatever. And,
Yeah.
and then now I
He's
see
come a
that,
long way.
yeah, and I could see he's trying to find his niche. And then I saw this episode where you got a guy with like I think he had one leg, right? And
Oh yeah, the pirate.
yeah, and you're mostly just looking badass in a suit, standing there with your arms crossed, not even saying like much to him at all, while the other guy's talking to him and shit. And man, that I noticed you guys do a whole bunch of those, so I want to ask you about that. How did you start doing that? And also, like, what, like, how do you even find them?
So Eric has been setting them up for a while, and
And
then we
that's the
were doing
ball
that
dude,
even
right?
before the. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
that's Eric Koneski.
Okay.
Yeah. So he and Tanner, the tall redheaded guy. Tanner actually trains too. He was a kickboxer. Now he's doing Russian style boxing. But they
looks just
met
like
my buddy
Josh
Ian.
Barnett? He looks just like Josh Barnett, by the way.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And then he met my buddy Ian Morgan, who's also a professional boxer. Uh, so Ian wrestled with me, uh, and we'd always done stuff together. So Ian's one of my good friends. We even own a shoe company together. What I was telling you earlier is odyssey.com. It's our new
Yeah.
landing page. We have a very nice, innovative shoe coming out. Uh, Actually, Rob, we even talked about it last night. If you ever want to sample a pair, they're going to be for workers.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah. But so anyways, yeah, I met Eric through Ian, and then so one of the Preds had brought a gun, and I have military experience, like military police experience. So, I don't really, I don't have a fear of getting hurt really when it comes to doing the right thing. So they were like, "Hey, do you mind?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't mind." So then, we show up and like just sit out there and assess. We haven't had anything really crazy, but that's how we got into all of that. And then also, I've been kind of chasing these people around most of my life. I've sniffed them out here and there and found
Really?
ways to get rid of them. Yeah, yeah, because when I have a lot of women in my family, and I have a lot of friends that are women, and you hear all these horror stories, and you ask how it happens, and you know, like what was the incident or how did it come to be, and then you start to realize that these people are everywhere.
Yeah.
These monsters are everywhere,
Seems like it. Yeah,
and they're always
yeah.
yeah.
What the
They
fuck?
they
That's
wait they prey on naivety, like
Mhm.
naive girls. So the young teenage girls are the most susceptible. They want to be grown. They want to be adults. They think that they can make good decisions for themselves, but that's not the case.
Right.
Wow.
No.
And then, but I mean, this was
I'm gonna.
already a passion of yours, and then your buddies Ian and Eric, they were already doing this, and then contacted you,
Yeah,
or so
yeah.
how
They
did?
were already. They were.
Oh, did we lose him?
Oh, he froze.
He froze on up,
Yeah,
going through the customs.
maybe give him a second. Have you
Yeah.
seen this, Dumb?
I did. I watched one of the clips beforehand, and they were busting like this skinny 36-year-old dude that had like a blue shirt on. He was like, "Bro," he's like, and he just got off of parole or something, and he went and did it again, and they caught him doing it and stuff like that, and the cops showed up and all that kind of thing. It's pretty wild stuff. I'm really interested to see like the logistics of all that and how you decide to set that thing up and get that thing going, because
Right. Yeah. But they I did hear them say that they have a right to detain the suspect until the cops get there.
Like a citizen's arrest.
I don't know. I was going to ask him about that.
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just curious how it all lays out, because like you put yourself out there and you set a person up to get caught like that or get put in a situation where they willingly go and do that kind of thing. And I'm just curious how that all lays out, where the cops then you can get the cops involved, and it is a really interesting kind of subject to kind of look at and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if they give the cops a heads up, like, hey, we're planning on meeting this guy tonight, probably
Right.
sometimes. Because like with the Chris Hansen thing, that would be like when the predator goes out the door, it'd be like, boom, they get tackled.
Yeah, and they get them. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know. I can't imagine. I mean, we watched the show. What's the show that we watched? You know what it's called? We should put it over because we like it, but it's in between seasons.
I'm gonna look it up. Undercover, underage, or something.
Yeah, and which also, by the way, they got a girl on these videos that he does. An actor is playing a 15-year-old, but she looks 30 to me.
It's undercover, underage.
Undercover underage is one we watch where they play underage women, and they they go in the chat rooms, usually get them from the chat rooms, and
Right.
set them up. It seems very common.
It's so common.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to think about that too, and how common it is. Like, I'm curious about Doug having that kind of radar to be like, pick up, like that person. Because I'm like, I don't pick up on that stuff a lot of the time.
Will you know if he calls back?
Yeah, I'll know. I'll know if he pops back in. He'll
Okay.
pop up in the studio, so I'll be sure.
Yeah. So if you guys might have seen Doug on, was it SmackDown last week?
Yeah, it was last week.
And then he's going again. I don't know how many times, but he said he just got booked to. I think he's security, as far as I know. But anyway, watch for his pink hair.
Yeah.
It's red.
Red. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess so. Yeah. Watch for his red hair, and then anyway, yeah, that's a strange subject, and I think it used to be like more accepted. Like like
Elvis married like a 14-year-old.
Charlie Chaplin,
fucking Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put them on ice until they're older. Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Everybody. Yeah, it used to be very, very common. And that's weird, too, to think about that. Like, that used to be a standard. Just like to think a 14, 15-year-old was hot,
They were crazy, just crazy. And on top of it, too, like we talked about this before with Raja, was that like your brain is not fully developed until you're about 26 years old, too, on top of it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Your frontal lobe is still developing.
Yeah, it's still developing and everything.
Like wet cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. So we'll take a couple super chats here. We'll wait for Doug to get back if he can. Jem the Dawn chimes in. Thanks for the $2. Rob, Katie, and Dom, good to be back. RVD fam, good vibes. Good to have you back.
Hey, what up, Jem? Good to hear from you, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Battleground Collectibles. They're in the house again. Yeah. Fun stuff from last episode.
I wanted to post that video, but it was an Instagram video, and I don't know how to post Instagram on YouTube. So
yeah, we got to figure that out some way. Maddie says Halloween and Friday the 13th. What's your favorites?
Don't be getting my baby's head.
You have a favorite horror movie, guys? You guys have one?
What up, Maddie, Mr. Marijuana?
Hey, Maddie. We like true crime. So we watch scary things all the time, but it's like the real scary stuff.
The real stuff.
Yeah.
True. Like the daily, the 3-episode docs are great. Everything that's popular on Netflix catches our eye, but also just, one-off specials like murder shows.
Yeah, murder shows.
The one recently was The Perfect Neighbor.
Yeah. Did you
Perfect
see
Neighbor
that?
on Netflix. That was oh my God. I bawled.
You didn't see that, eh?
I cried till I hyperventilated.
Really?
It was sad, but it was like the storytelling was really interesting because it was all body cam footage from the police. So it wasn't like a narration or interviews. They told the whole story through body cam. So it just felt so real, like we were there and following all of it. was why it was so emotional. Was like how they told the story made it hit different.
Wow,
Well, baby.
Yeah.
man.
Proud of you.
Now, was that the now, was it a drama though? It wasn't like actual body cam footage, right? It was like
Actual
No, it's
body
actual
cam.
body cam footage.
Yeah.
really okay. So it was a real life true crime thing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she
Okay.
was saying. We mostly watch nonfiction, true crime. If
Yeah.
I had to pick a favorite, I don't think. I guess no. I guess I don't have a favorite horror story, horror movie. What's
do you like the old Universal monsters like Frankenstein or Dracula or anything like that?
Yeah, I liked all of them when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you know that Frankenstein's monster had no name?
Yeah, he's just a monster.
We always call him
Mhm.
Frankenstein. You know.
Yeah.
That's not. He's like, that's not my fucking name.
Oh man, that's the dog.
That's what that means, though. It's not my fucking name. Quit calling me that, bitch.
I like the Munsters though. Did you like the Munsters?
I love the monsters.
Munsters, fucking great. Mm-hmm. And Adam's Family too. But
I
yeah,
like
no.
Casper, the friendly ghost.
Oh, Casper was good. Yes.
I like that one, and I liked Hocus Pocus.
Hocus. I just talked about Hocus Pocus today with somebody else.
What are the screen parodies that?
Oh, scary movie.
Yeah, those are
Oh
funny.
yeah.
Take my strong hand.
They're pretty good. I keep forgetting it's Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Tomorrow. Doug's back.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about scary movies.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Didn't even.
Welcome
back.
back.
Hey,
Yeah, got him back.
Hey.
we kept the fire warm for you.
Yes, we did.
I had to get probed real quick.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind it as long as they kiss me after.
That's right. Just
Yeah.
make it sensual at least. You know, right?
Yeah, exactly. Make it really creepy, you know?
Right. Well, so speaking of creepy, so the logistics of that working out? Rob, Katie, and I were talking about it when you were gone. Was like, we just find it fascinating how it's like, how do you get that set up with the cops and then you guys involved? How does that whole process kind of work?
With the cops?
Yeah, with the cops, and then you guys creating the situation where you can get those people to do that kind of thing, and then you catch them in the act. Oh, is he gone?
Oh,
We lost it.
Dang.
oh, no.
Basically, like, how do you set them up? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which maybe it explains that if you watch enough of it, but I don't know. They seem to be in the chat rooms. That's what I expect them to say, but
Yeah.
creepy. Yeah. So, I still got a lot to learn on the mafia with the gambling indictments.
Oh yeah, the gambling stuff. Yeah, we can talk about that next episode because like I want to look into it more too. Did you get to see like the card aspect of it all, the poker table stuff?
So I know they got a special shuffling gimmick they were cheating with, and also a poker table that
Well,
has
my headphones are being lovely.
Oh, that's okay.
no worries.
Let me switch over to my other ones.
Okay, no problem, man. Take your time.
And the X-rays, so you can see the cards. From
The X-rays was crazy. I saw that. It's like
yeah.
that's like some James Bond shit, right?
Well, it seems to be 4 families, like everybody but the Columbus, but the 5 families in New York, from what I understand. So,
Yeah.
but that's something that was done at the Friars Club in the '60s. They did same thing. All the Hollywood people would go there, play cards, and the mobsters rigged it. They had like holes in the ceiling.
They got back.
You could see down and see their cards and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Donnie Rizzo.
Can you hear me?
Groucho Marx.
Nothing?
Yeah, we can hear you, dude.
Yeah, can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Oh.
Maybe when he gets off the train, the service will be better.
Motherfucker.
Maybe once you get off the transit.
I heard motherfucker.
Yeah, we got motherfucker. We got that.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Can you guys hear me? No.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Fucking shit.
No, we can.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the train. I bet it's like he's in a tunnel.
Probably the train aspect.
Service would be horrible in that.
Yeah,
When
it's
he
probably
gets to
that.
his gate, he'll be better.
Yeah, once he gets settled down, he can.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Bill Z wants to know, is Katie on OnlyFans?
I am. Thank you for asking. It's onlyfans.com/Katie Forbes. Yay.
Yep.
I'm back.
Thank you.
True.
Thank
Can you
you.
hear it?
True. Yeah, I hear you.
So,
Doug,
did you guys just shout out an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I need to do that too. My girlfriend's been telling me to flash my butthole for a while. Yeah. She's even going as far as collecting my socks, and I swear to God, I'm going to sell these when you hit it big.
there you go.
There we go. Yeah. So we have you guys were asking how we get the cops involved with all the threads.
Yeah.
So they're really cool in Alhambra, but in LA they weren't prosecuting. So in Alhambra, they know that we collect all the evidence, or Eric does. Eric's very diligent and like just top tier with this shit. So he follows the rules very, very good, very eloquently to give them a database of evidence, like from recordings, pictures, this, that, the other, time of interactions. And we basically staple these people. The minute they walk through the door, we have them on a felony, and we can do a citizen's arrest right there.
Oh, that's how you detain them? Till the
Yeah.
cops-
Yeah, because once they show up, that, and even soliciting what they're doing with the minor, that counts too. So then once they show up, we have them basically on two different things, and the cops said that we have every legal right to do a citizen's arrest.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then when you're in an Airbnb, that's technically your home, your domicile, so you could protect it like it's your house, so you can search it.
Fourth Amendment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it all start like in the chat rooms? Or no?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, he uses a couple of them, like Badoo, Tinder, and then the way it works is if like they're on Tinder, we have a very young-looking decoy on there, and these guys will go on there and start getting curious about the age. So then when the decoy's like, I'm 14, and they go, oh, why do you go on this app for? 18's the lowest. And they go, oh, that's the lowest I can go, silly. Like, I've heard the conversations. And they're like, oh, like we had one guy, he's like, oh, well, do you have any sisters or anybody else your age? And they like go after that age specifically. And that's when we nail them. Like, that's when we start going into dialogue with these people.
In my opinion, the decoy looks like she's at least in her 20s.
Oh, guaranteed. Oh, yeah. She gets it all the time, bro.
Okay.
Like, one of the guys showed up to the house with like a total tweaker, and he was like, I knew in my primal being, in my man self, that she was at least 30. I was like, yeah, but you're excited about the age, because you're a weirdo. So what is y'all?
So Doug, like when you put the profile on Tinder, she poses the age is 18, but it's almost like phishing in a way, like where like you'll get people in the chat that'll be like they'll try to be like, oh, are you younger than that, or like try to like dive in and get to it, where it's not.
Yeah, so the decoy will announce that they're 14 or 15 multiple times, and then when they advance, and they don't advance the nasty conversations. These people go and start that shit, and then they reaffirm that they're only that age, and they say things that are along the lines of like, oh, I've never done that before, I'm young, this and that, like what's that, like, oh, are you curious? These people go after that. So that's half the reason why, like, it's like, all right, cool. Like, if you're willing to go that far when someone's expressly saying this, because, like, we got a guy who was a psychologist, or said he had a psychology degree, right? A master's.
Right.
And he was trying to say, I was just trying to figure out the mode or the reason why she would be doing this. And I was like, so you brought a bag of dildos? Like, yeah, dude, it's like you're a sick person. You that was what you're doing. I said, well, if you're trying to find a mode or the reason or help this person, why don't you get a hold of the school districts or any of the other things, or try to get this person's name out there, get a hold of the parents? not trying to help anybody. You're a weirdo,
Yeah.
you know. And then,
Yeah.
you know, I even told the guy, I said, when kids are 16 or women are 15, 16, and they don't have parents or good people around them, they want to go out in the world and experience what they think is adult behavior. So they put
Sure.
themselves in situations they can get hurt. You know, not just taken advantage and exploited that way, but like murdered, kidnapped, worse, you know, trafficked. Like, so these behaviors like these people are going after, like that's what we want to do. We want to make it scary for these individuals to even like want to attempt approaching, because you're never going to stop anything outright. You can't stop that deviant behavior, but you can make an environment of fear for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. You know, congrats on that. If
Yeah.
if you had this an affinity towards this before, are those skills helpful like now, and how so if it's just online? Or is it
Uh,
or is it
are you
both
talking about
meeting them and then from there still more weirdness?
like in terms of finding them?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so like in terms of finding them, like when I find them out in just day to day life, it's always just, you know, because I have so many little girls in my family, right? So when I'm out, if I'm out with them and we're in public, or when I've been out with them in public, you look around for the people with the wandering eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you start to see people, oh, well, this guy is kind of zeroing in on their position or our position, and they're starting to linger. You know what I mean? So you look for behaviors and things, and like, you know, people want to give them gifts or this or that. Like why do you feel like you need to be involved in a teenager's life?
Right.
You know, get your crusty ass out of here. Like this girl's fucking 13, 14. You don't need to be a friend. She's got family. Go fuck off. You
Yeah.
know? So like those are the things that like when I'm looking for the day-to-day lives. And then with the chat rooms, when Eric proposed the idea to me, I was already 100% sold.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'll be there, you know, because I have women in my family that told me horror stories and like what man they never want me to be, you know, and what men to look out for to protect other people,
Right.
Yeah.
you know. So like that's just the nature of it. So like that's how this all came to be. And then Eric and Tanner started doing it like I said, they're little shit stirs, but they're actually, since the Roger thing, they've made sure to, I mean, they've just been great people. They've helped me with my online stuff. They've helped me with pretty much everything, and they want to do more good. You know what I mean? So they're looking for more good things to do. You know, because I think when you stepped in enough shit and they've done enough negative things, you're like, okay, this doesn't make me feel good in my soul. So that's what they're searching for now. So this is like the hill they're willing to die on.
Yeah,
You know?
I saw the conversation between Mike O'Hearn and Eric at
Obviously.
at the Olympia. Yeah, when he was like, "You know, now I understand you're doing something good with your life. If what I heard is true, the good for you." Yeah, kind of like what you just said. But yeah, shit
That was funny. I'm
yeah.
such a mark for Michael Hearn. It's not even funny, bro. Like I'm a fangirl for Michael Hearn.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, never ages. He's like
Yeah.
he's the Ken doll, right? The living Ken doll.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I want to be. You know, like I want to be that. You know, I see what this guy's doing. I see like his whole setup, and I'm like, fuck. I always wish I could fucking keep in shape like that throughout my whole life. I mean, shit, you've done a great job at it.
no,
Hey,
dude, he's another species.
He's a scientist.
Don't compare me to that guy. Man.
Well, he wasn't fucking frog splashing fucking coast to coast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But before we get off of the subject, I'm afraid you're not going to plug it. It's got a weird name, and I want to ask how it got the name too of that YouTube channel / show where you go after predators, because it's hard to remember, but it's like scaling up.
Yeah, scaling up catches.
Okay, what does that mean?
Because Eric's claim to fame was getting people of height and weight. It was a joke for Mitch Piana.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So like, freaking bodybuilders are notorious, and wrestlers too. You know, like we have our working weight and all the other stuff. Like, so he started with the bodybuilders, and he thought it would be the greatest thing in the world, like to do this like a gentle rib. But he started super young. He's younger, way younger than I am.
Oh, okay.
You know. Yeah, he's a young guy. You know, he looks like he's might be in his 30s, but he's young. You know, very entrepreneurial guy. But yeah, he started with height and weight things. So now with the predators, it's always getting the. And he's so ballsy. Like we'll get these preds, and he always gets their height and weight. Like these people are.
Not like a fetish.
I think so. It could be. You know what I mean? Like if that's probably at home, like looking at the videos, like yeah, man, this is it. Nah,
Yeah.
it's just so fucking funny how he does it. Even like so when I was at the expo, we were doing the Mike O'Hearn. That's all we came to do was to do height and weight of the bodybuilders. That's what he was a fitness account first. So I came with him. I was there. I agreed to it like way like probably like May or April. Like I said, oh, I'll go to the Olympia with you guys because some of the guys, you know, he's got heat with so many different types of personalities. And typically, I'm good at talking my way out of situations. You know, I was funny before I was anything else in life. So he was like, "Hey, come with me, man." I'm like, "Yeah, I got you, bro. It'll be fucking fun." Uh, so we went there to do that, and then we found out Rampage was going to be there. And I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah." So I was like, maybe I could like shake his hand and just say, "Hey, sorry for all the bullshit," you know, like just man to man, because you're working next to somebody, and I'm there working too. The last thing you want to do is just fucking surprise bump into somebody that might knock your fucking block off, you know? Like that's not something I was looking forward to. I'm like, that would suck. So I wanted to shake his hand, just clear the air, and fucking be a gentleman. But you know, I respect that was not gonna happen. But you know, I respect his decision. You know, like he's just trying to work and probably over it. Like he's probably leave me the fuck alone. Uh, so that happened, but Eric's stupid ass goes, "Let's get his height and weight if he shakes your hand." he had a fucking fan like on standby with the height and weight on the scale. He's like, "Let's just get him if we can."
Figure it out.
Bro, if like everything would have went smoothly and then we did that and then I get punched in the face, I'm like, "Thanks, bro. Thank you for that." Like, yeah, I would have earned it at that point. I wouldn't even reacted. I'd have been like, "Oh, we're here now. Thank you. I'm going to wear this."
Hey, how's Stu doing, by the way? Is there any update on him? And
He's doing better. He still had like he's still some fuzziness with remembering stuff, but he's a private guy, so you know, when he's ready to talk, I'll let him do all the talking. I've done enough talking for Stu, so but you know, he's doing better. He made his way back to Knox to talk to them, and you know, he's got his opinions, I got mine. And I support whatever he chooses to do. And like I love that guy to the day I die. He's a cowboy. He's just a kind individual. But you know, for me on the other end of that, like having to witness all the shit that I had to witness and all the behaviors I had to witness, I'm not going back. I do love Rikishi though. Like I can't say enough. If Rikishi would have been there, that never would have happened.
I would, yeah.
No, he's a no bullshit kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Rikishi, like he does like for wrestling shows, he wants the wrestling show to go the way it's supposed to. No bullshit in between. This, and this. Tell a story. Get the fuck out the ring.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Like he's the best, and I can't say enough great things about him. So, you know, now that he's rebuilding the school too, that's another reason I'm staying away because I'm a ball of negativity right now. The last thing you want to do is show up with a fucking hate missile when someone's trying to rebuild their brand.
Sure. Yeah.
Cousin, maybe not so much, huh?
I'm not gonna say anything. Like I said, I love Rikishi, so I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Bottom line, all the hate goes on that guy. You know?
Yeah,
For real, the Rikishi's cousin, you know, for even having any of that, allowing all that to happen and putting it together like he did, you know. But he knows that, everybody knows that's inside, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
It's one of the, and that's his family, you know what I mean? So like, that's why I just shut my mouth because like I said, I love that dude so much. He's been so good to me in terms of just, you know, one-on-one, you know, shooting the shit. And then even my wrestling cause he wasn't around for a while, you know, it was like the Wild West. And then when he came back, you know, he hadn't been at the school in a while. When he saw me wrestle, he was like, "Fuck, you're the shits. I gotta get you in the." He's like, "I gotta get you in the ring twice a night doing practice matches, and then you gotta work on all this other shit." But like in 3 nights a week, I'm doing like 3 6-minute matches, and I'm getting he's like, "Do some fucking cardio, fucking shit, like just nonstop abuse." But like, you know, he's like, "Oh, you're getting better here and here." But that's I love him so much for that. Just you like looked at me one day, it's like this is not up to par. and like you have this whole image going on, and you're just shit in the bed here. So he put a lot of time into help me out.
Cool. Yeah, you don't want someone to lie to you.
Yeah.
Fuck no, that's the worst.
Right? Yeah, you don't want anybody to placate you, especially in this business for sure, you know?
Yeah.
It's so easy to lie to people in this business because like I don't want to be a shit talker, right? But like you go to some of these shows and like you see smaller stuff, and like when I first ever started wrestling, like I'm only wrestling because of my best friend Abraham. He wanted to do a tag team called the Smash Bros. And then when he passed away, I was like distraught. I was even homeless for a while. Like I didn't even want to fucking like move anymore. I quit powerlifting, all the shit I like to do, and just kind of lived out of my car and did drugs. I was like, this is where I'm gonna be. And I'll just die here. And then I turned my whole shit around. And then my ex-girlfriend, whose name is Katie, cussed me out. We weren't dating or anything anymore, but she just cussed me out in something fierce. You know, gave me this whole speech of what adults don't do and how much of a fuck up I am. And I'm like, that hurt real good. I'll go get a job. All right, I'll stop being homeless. And I turned it around.
Nice.
That's how I got it. And then, one day someone asked me if I wanted to be a wrestler, thought of my buddy, and I'm like, I will do the wrestle. So, yeah. So the first couple of shows you go and you see, and you're like an outsider who doesn't give a shit about any of this. You're like, these people are happy with their performances. Like nobody clapped. Like the athletics were way down. Like I'm so puzzled by this. And then you get in there and you do it yourself, and you're like, oh God, I have nothing but crickets. You realize how fucking hard this is. And then as you start seeing like even the pro shows of this or that, you're like, oh my God, like people are happy with their performances out here. There's so much that went wrong that they made look good, but nobody, I don't know how anyone's ever happy with anything that they do in there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's inspiring to hear your pathway, of going through and making it through that and being where you're at right now. So
yeah.
How long ago was that, Doug? When you were in that situation?
He died 5 years ago. I just found a video of him last night. I was doing a 500-pound squat, drinking out of a beer bong. He was feeding me the beer through the beer bong.
Why you were in the squat?
Yeah, at the bottom of the squat, just gotta have fun, We used to party. That's all we do is fucking drink beer and go to powerlifting comps and be like, you take this shit serious? Like, you're always drinking beer. I'm like, yeah, because I'm better than you and I don't have to try. So like the psychological warfare of it all,
Yeah.
Synchronistically, I was just talking to her about squatting over 500 pounds last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
What a weird, I love synchronicity,
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
We're just talking about that. And she was asking how much I had squatted, and I was, I don't know if it was 515 or 520, but Michael V was there, and it was at Long Beach when I started. When I did that at Gold's. No, it was Long Beach Gold's. Tanya Moore and Michael V.
Oh.
Yeah, it was way long ago. Used to meet me there before the one that I can't remember what the name of that part of town was called. But anyway, I just love synchronicity. So
yeah, it's dope. Hell yeah. 500 is a milestone for so many people. Like people don't realize how much that means too when you're an athletic person. Because
the bar sells the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Well, like there's like a thing too. So like when I was powerlifting, I was like 290 pre-comp at my strongest. And people are like, oh, you're so fucking strong. I'm like, yeah, but I can't fucking move. I'd have a heart attack if I fuck too hard. You know what I mean? Like this, like legit, like on death's doorstep. I'm just like, don't touch me. Dripping. Yeah, it's so fucked up, bro. But like my body was so rigid to take down big, heavy weight, super easy to do. Now, like Rob is an athlete and you do that and you're pliable, you're a flexible dude. Yeah. You don't have the rigidity of bounce out. So a 500-pound squat for you is like a 700-pound squat for someone that doesn't have that type of pliability. I'm just letting you know. It's nuts.
I used to go to I used to put 4 plates on each side, and I would do that 12 reps like every leg day.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm lucky to get to like 2 plates nowadays. After all the wrestling and shit, I just do nothing but lightweight, trying to retool my body and get flexible.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least you know work around shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still got big legs. I got them genetically. My mom was like, a freak athlete, just jacked to the tits. She was like 57. She pulled, I think, 407 pounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Gee.
Someone asked her, she was gonna do like the younger competition. Are you doing masters? Or are you doing the open? She's like, what's fucking masters? And I told her, I was like, oh, it's like for the older people, mom. She started crying and she's like, I'm gonna punch that bitch in her mouth. And I was like, oh, let's go sit down. she's very competitive.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Doug,
Oh,
did
you
you
gotta
grow
get
up
it
a
from
wrestling
somewhere.
fan too? Were you a fan growing up, or did you just kind of get into it later on?
Because of Rob, I used to jump in my living room off of like high chairs and stuff on the cardboard boxes doing the frog splash.
High chairs.
Yeah.
You started
I'd have
young.
to stack them up and shit. Yeah, I was a little fat kid who loved to fall too. Yeah. Yeah, like what can I jump off of? I did martial arts. Rob had the whole martial arts background. My favorite wrestler growing up too was before, because you came over. Like I had to learn to be a fan of you because you fucked up my order of fandom because you guys did the whole crossover. Like it was like Stone Cold and The Rock, the typical stuff, and then Farouk and Bradshaw. I love them.
Oh, APA. Yeah.
They were super overimposing, and then RBD comes out and he's like, I'm like, who's this fucking guy doing the fucking thing? Like, fuck him. Like, I've never seen this before, right? And then you start to watch and like it starts to grow on you, and then you're like, oh, he does the flips and the kicks and the shit, and you're like, whoa, and then like it settles in. Same with like Booker T. He had to grow on me because I'm like,
Yeah.
he's just The Rock, but like from a lame ass organization, you know? Yeah. And then you watch him do all this stuff and you're like, okay, he's really growing on me. And then yeah, all the stuff he did with Goldust too was fucking money. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like that whole era of wrestling was probably the best era, like cinematic wise and like wrestling wise.
When it comes to delivering flowers for life's special occasions, trust the name that's been setting the standard for nearly 50 years. 1-800-Flowers.com. From breathtaking bouquets to one-of-a-kind arrangements, 1-800-Flowers is your authority on quality blooms. Always fresh, always stunning, always delivered with care. And right now, for a limited time, you can save up to 40% off your bouquet and make someone's day. Save up to 40% off today at 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO.
It was a perfect storm for sure with that. Like so many big stars. And like, Rob, when you got in the mix of it all and the invasion and everything, it just elevated everything. I know WCW was dead, so there was less competition and ECW wasn't around. But at that moment, it was like, oh, man, the possibilities are endless now, it seems, with all you guys involved. Mm-hmm.
Well, like as a kid, if you started out watching WWF or, WWE, and then you crossed over and you started watching WCW, just the change in production value or like how they did things, it made me hate it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like Hulk Hogan until I saw him on the WWF. And even when I first saw him come out, I knew nothing about the guy. I wasn't really like, I was young, So
Yeah.
I'm like, what's his finisher? And I was like, oh, it's a leg drop. I'm like, it's lame as fuck. Like this is like, where's the big slams and where's the cool shit,
Yeah.
And then you start to watch him and you're like, oh, fuck. I think I really love this dude. And then I watched him come out for the red and yellow against Triple H at Backlash. And that pop and the fucking energy that came through there. And I was like, I'm the biggest fan in the world.
Right.
Sold me right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the craziest shit, dude.
And
That was probably the best pop.
That's the great thing. It speaks to it too, because like you have like everybody can do these athletic moves and everything like that. And today it's so modern and common, but like Hogan can just do some simple shit and boom, he's over. He's just over because of the charisma and the look and the presence. And so
yeah, you learn a thing or two about the entrance. Like I have a tag team that I work with. My buddy's like a 7, and my singles entrance, he's like, you get these massive pops on. I'm a shit wrestler, but I got fans because of my entrance. And so when we stuck together, I really want to feel this, and I want it.
Are you? Can you hear him, Dom? Are you
No,
losing?
we're losing him. We lost him.
Something cool about Rob's high flying
No.
moves that I liked as a fan is that he's thick and does the high flying moves.
Say it again, Katie.
Like how Rob is thick and does the high flying moves.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like he'd be able to jump as high as he does without like being so bottom heavy.
But the Incredible Hulk had huge legs, and he could jump for like miles at a time.
True. That is true. He could do that. But like Rob too, I noticed too, even when I watch today's wrestling and they do a lot of like, you know, whether they mimic you or mirror you or do their own kind of thing. Like when I'm watching you and Sabu like go at it and like having your different matches, everything looks so deliberate and effective. You know, where it's almost like there's more of a, you were graceful in the ring, but there's like more of this like gracefulness to it where it's almost like, I hate to say it, but like acrobatic in certain ways in today's realm in comparison to what you guys were like athletes, but you were doing this crazy athletic stuff at the same time. Like it just felt a little bit more raw and authentic, I think, at that point in time. I just noticed that
movements are for a reason. Like he doesn't waste any.
Right.
Yeah. He doesn't waste any movements. Everything's for a purpose.
But I mean, I had to learn to get
You
there.
move with
You know,
purpose.
like when I started out, I was greener, and a lot of the wrestlers haven't been working as long as me. So hopefully they'll learn too.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like they don't get the benefit of the doubt of, you know, so many of them work on television.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's
they get judged early in their career when they start on TV early in their career.
Right. So they don't get that.
Working like every day of the year.
But overall, though, it's a different mindset, and that's what gives you the end product. Like when me and Sabu were going at it, it wasn't, hey, Doug's back. When me and Sabu were going at it, we had a mindset that was like it was competitive, and we knew how much we were working with each other, and it wasn't to the degree of, you know, wasn't to the degree of don't worry about exposing the business, you know, hold my hand, pull me up, don't move, help me balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Well, and the end game always seemed in sight too. Like you're always going for the pin, or you're always going for like that's the main intent of the end game, you know. Yeah. And now it's like, oh, let's worry about jumping and everybody catching this person. Like there's moments that break it up, and it's like you didn't get that with those kind of, you know, back in the ECW days and stuff like that. I don't think as much for sure. Doug, can you hear us?
You guys talking about the wrestling styles? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the contrast. A little bit. Yeah, you're a little laggy, but I think you're getting better, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me. I need to connect to the fucking Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's a tough thing about the.
Let me see if I can get the Wi-Fi.
Okay, see if you get. We got a super chat here. We'll take Seth. Seth, thanks for the $20, brother. He's got a good one here for you guys.
Oh, Seth.
He asked if you guys ever received a rainbow bookshelf from Amazon.
Yes, and we were wondering who said that. Oh, thank you. It didn't, like the other Amazon things had a note saying who it was from, and that never did. And then so I was like thanking people that it wasn't even from. So now we solved that mystery. Thank you.
Seth, how about that?
We got so many gifts. Like
I've got a gift in mind for you guys too.
We have little books to put in their bookshelf.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we got one. One's a rock book. It's called like Dwayne Johnson, and it's about the Rock. And
really?
The babies love CrossFit because I can be a wrestler.
Oh, look at that. That's good too. Heck yeah.
S is for suplex.
Nice.
This one has a lot of wrestlers in it, even like indie wrestlers. Like there's Sunny Kiss and
what?
Yeah, that one's really interesting. And then Wrestling Legends Alphabet.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
We already have some books, and then when we get the baby room closer to being finished, we're gonna put together the rainbow bookshelf.
Oh,
so thank you so much. That was really thoughtful, and I'm really excited for it.
Heck yes.
Baby wrestling books at night, and plant the seed in their head so that way they can be future tag team champions.
Doug, you back?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I was just talking about my random entrances.
Yeah.
But that's about the best thing I do. When you're talking about styles of matches, I always get taught to like watch the old stuff. That's where you're gonna find the nuggets. And then you go wrestle like a modern indie match, and it's like, I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna do 20 things. I'm gonna spit a fireball in your face, put a finger up your ass, and then I'm gonna hit you for my finish. I'm like, well, what about my shine? Nah, you don't need that. It's all me, bud. I got you. Literally just happened to be on Saturday. I was like, oh, what are we gonna do? And I was like, oh, you guys want to bury me? Cool. I'm just gonna no size shit and walk around. I had the crowd on. I didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. What a business.
Entrances is my favorite thing too, and I feel like that's the fans' favorite thing about me as well. Like when I did my debut match for Impact, versus Jordan Grace, and I had the money guns, and then I like made it rain. It was like I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that was like helped get me over even more than like in ring, and like my character like saved me even if I wasn't like an RVD in the ring.
So opposite in an old school way, because I used to hate my pyro in WWE and ask him not to do it because it would burn my eyes and shit. I'd want to smoke it. It would hurt so bad when I would get in my eyes. And I just thought, I don't need it. You know, everyone else needs that shit. I don't need it. Because I thought mine was too. I thought it was like sparklers or something compared to the budget they put into stuff. I was telling them, don't even do it. But,
right.
Give me all or give me nothing.
Right.
But I see the value more in it now, having the gift of the bigger picture now. You know, probably would have been boring to just come out without it, but I was, like I said at the ECW pay-per-view, we don't need all the smoke. I don't know what I said. What did I say? We don't need all the fucking, I don't remember. Yeah.
Bells and whistles of it all.
I thought I knew my speech. I guess I don't know it at all. So. I'm going to back out.
But that's why you got everyone sunk in and bought into your shit, because fucking you didn't start with that. You know what I mean? You're like, how do I get them early and how do I keep them?
Yeah. Sell for me to get used to all that stuff.
Yeah, fucking dope.
Disneyfied version of what we were doing. Like I thought it's not hardcore. It's like big production Disney bullshit. Like when I was doing it, that's what my competitive state of mind told me.
You mean when you were in WWE in comparison to ECW?
Yeah.
Yep.
But like
I can understand the thought process.
Well, I do quiet indie shows. Like sometimes the audio is not even loud, and I scream as loud as I can with my entrance with my tag stuff. And they're like, "Oh, it fucking gets me every time." I'm like, "Well, I'm just gonna yell, and I'm gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna get. I need to get attention. I'm like, look at me. Let me fucking entertain you real quick." And then the other one, I just run out there, and they're like, "Hey, there's a big guy running." And I'm like, "All right, cool. I got your attention. Do some shit."
I got that.
And then my girlfriend did my fucking hair, and then I was like, oh, and I got more attention. That'll work. So
there you go.
Yeah. Still don't know how to lock up, but it's fine. That's all I need.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Guys, enter the room dick first. Big Dick Dudley dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. Guys, this isn't about performance. This is about legacy or third legacy. Give our group chat something to talk about. When you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. FREE. Just use promo code RVD at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring One of a Kind with RVD.
Seth, he added with his super chat, RVD, if you could pick your own WrestleMania opponent for the next year in Las Vegas, who would you want? I'd like to see RVD versus Braun Breaker or Dom. Not me, probably Dom Mysterio.
That'd be lit.
I hope he's thinking that at least.
You think does Dom mean you?
I think he means Dom Mysterio. I hope he does at least.
Oh.
Me
My
being your opponent, it would be a very quick one.
My favorite opponent for him is Jeff Hardy.
Oh, that is a
Dude,
Yeah.
I'd fucking pay to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd fucking show up in a hot minute.
But if it comes to money, then The Rock would be the best payday.
True.
Yeah, hell of a
It is always about money.
You could do
I
Brock.
don't know.
You and Brock again would be good.
I was gonna say Cena because that rematch from the ECW One Night Stand, but I think Jeff Hardy's a better answer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's
Plus-
hard to know.
Yeah.
Plus, John's retiring in December. I think his last match is in December.
John. Oh, right.
Yeah.
But they, hey, this is a hypothetical. Dude.
Hypothetical. I guess I was just trying to be a little realistic.
Rey Mysterio too.
Yeah.
He'd be a good one.
That'd be sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Dom
don't
though
know,
would be fun. Dom Mysterio would be fun though, Rob.
Christian, Edge. It'd be awesome to wrestle some of my peers that we've had great matches with.
Yeah.
I even like, even with Randy Orton, although I feel like my win-loss record with him was probably similar to my win-loss record with Triple H. If I remember.
Yeah. Well,
So
Rob, you're the only undefeated person right at WrestleMania, right? I think
The
you are.
only
no, I don't think so. I think Trinity Fatu or what's the
Naomi.
Naomi? I think Naomi too.
Oh, really? Oh.
So
Okay.
our baby is gonna be the same wrestling generation as her baby.
Yeah. Wow.
And Marie Canellis, she's due like the week after us.
Wrestling babies.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't think I am the only.
Okay. Well, you might have the best record though, right? You might be. You're the only one that's 4-0, maybe.
I don't think so anymore.
Oh, okay.
I can ask AI.
Yeah, we'll have to.
AI might be right.
Yeah, I might think.
I think Jeff Hardy and Rob would be the coolest fucking match. Like,
Yeah.
like even now, that would probably fucking be like one of the biggest headliners that you could pull off on any modern guard.
That
Yeah.
would,
Like everyone would go to that shit.
No
Yeah.
doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt. Mhm.
Yeah. Every fucking buddy that's somebody like the biggest of the big names, you'd be quietly watching just in the fucking stands. Like, they're like, I gotta see this shit live.
It says that Rob has the longest active undefeated streak with perfect 4-0 record.
There, wow, how about that, Rob?
tell me, is there anybody else?
Let me see.
Allegedly. AI is not always right.
They're not always right. Yeah, it's not always on the nose, but
Yeah.
it might be right this time.
I am one of the longest. How about that?
There you go.
On Reddit said that you might have had a dark match at WrestleMania 19 or 20 and lost in a dark match.
Oh.
But no
Oh
one knows.
no, Reddit knows more than Rob. Reddit will know.
It's true.
The internet always tells you the truth.
That's right. It never lies.
Fuck your life experience or what you're going through. The internet knows more.
Here's a good question from Maddie Rob. Has Joe Holland ever made RVD Halloween ring gear? RVD versus Punk default.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You had skulls and stuff on it before, but it wasn't specific for Halloween. But Rob is like the least
Festive.
person there is.
Well, Katie, you're pretty festive though, right? You like?
Yeah.
No, really? Oh, I thought you did.
What?
I thought you liked the holidays. Do you like all the
Well,
different
I
holidays?
love holidays, and Halloween's my absolute favorite one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to a Halloween party recently, and it was I was Kobe Bryant because I wanted to paint my the bump like the basketball. And he was Sabu.
I saw.
Yeah, that was like the most I could ever get him to dress up as.
What is she up to?
Well,
You know, I bet.
Oh, go ahead, Doug. No, what were you gonna say?
I met Sabu in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend,
Yeah.
and actually hung out with him at the Nerd Bar like a week before everything. Yeah, yeah, he was one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Just treated everybody like just like they were somebody. You know, he was a good dude.
Yeah.
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 For sure. And And tomorrow's official Halloween night.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes.
If it makes me do anything, I can be Sabu again. But
That'd be badass.
like at our bride, what do you call it? Baby showers, baby shower.
Yeah.
At our baby showers, like I feel silly playing all the games, but I'd do anything for her. You know,
Yeah.
my own though, you know, I'm not gonna dress up or play games, any games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just am boring. I think I would consider me boring if I wasn't me. I always say that, but I know who's the one that wanted to wrestle me?
Andrew, my nephew.
Andrew,
He's 7.
little kid. He kept saying all day, "I'm gonna wrestle you. I'm gonna wrestle you." He kept saying that all day. I'm gonna wrestle you. I'm gonna wrestle you. And then he was like wanting to start, and I'm like, man, every time I play with little kids, I hurt them.
I have the same problem.
I've always been that way, and I kept telling her like, he wants to wrestle me. Tell him, you know, like, and so, you know, he was like, let's wrestle. I'm like, oh, okay, what do you want to do? And he like started kicking my legs and shit, you know.
Oh.
Okay, you know, that's okay. And I just like grabbed his shoulders, and he's like kicking me and grabbed my leg or whatever. So I grabbed his legs and I just like flipped him upside down. His feet hit the couch, and then he did a forehead bump into the floor. Funk.
Oh no!
Yeah, right off the bat. And
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I told you. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's. Hey, you know what though? You know that he's got to learn. You just toughen him up. That's all you got to do. You should have just gave him the old Captain Insano right away, just right in the eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Captain Insano shows no mercy.
You need to learn a little respect.
Yeah.
And he'll never walk around saying wrestling's fake.
Yeah, right? Yeah, he's going to believe it now for sure. Right?
More importantly, he won't say that he beat RVD wrestling.
Yeah. You can't give him that title. You always got to give him a roll up or something. You know, you can't lose. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just make fun of them until they cry. That's what I do with my family members.
That's
Beat them up. Yeah, beat them up. I have Lenny syndrome. You know what I mean? You ever seen of Mice and Men? You know, where like the big guy always like you like killed a rabbit or the girl or whatever he did. He hugged her too hard.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Like all the time. You know. And then I met my girl, and she's like the exact version of me, but woman version. Because I'll be doing something, and she'll like elbow drop me on the bed, and I'm like, "What the hell was that?" Like,
Yeah, Rob will go to hug a girl and like shoulder check her in her throat.
oh,
every time I shoulder a girl's in the chin, every time I hug them, and usually half the time I step on their foot.
Oh my God.
50% shoulder to the chin, 50% I step on their foot, and I don't
Did you
know
do that with Stephanie too? Wasn't that?
every time I would step on
Yeah.
her foot and
Mhm.
shoulder her right in the chin, and I don't know why that happens. Like I never expect it. I'm surprised every single time. Like I never think, oh, I better be careful and like keep straight up, or I guess that's what I need to do is stand straighter up. I don't know.
nah, I know what you're doing, bro. Like it's a total winner's move. You want to make sure that your girl has the best makeup and the best toes, right? So you go and you mess up their pedicures, you smear their makeup, and you're like, ha. Yeah.
Said I'll do anything for her.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
See, that's nice.
I go
He's
all
a
out.
secret. Yeah. I love that.
Right. Maddie added RVD versus Punk. Yeah, we'd be for that, I think.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
CM Punk.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we can do that too.
We can make that happen. Right?
And that one never happened, unlike the other ones that we were talking about.
Yeah, which would be
Just,
good.
I think the Elimination Chamber match, I think, is the only time.
Uh-huh.
There might have been a tag match too, possibly.
Yeah, there might have been, I think, now that I think about it. I think I've seen images of you two together in the ring at least. Though.
Okay, the more I think about it, there might have been a 6-man tag also.
Yeah, yeah.
On the loop with Cena.
Right. Ooh, yeah, see, that'd be good
It
stuff.
might have been my partner. Could have been on the other side. I don't know.
Yeah.
That they should do like a double elimination Dream Rumble with get like 5 of the 6 guys you guys just talked about and have them all in the ring.
Ooh, see, that'd be sweet. Yes.
Yeah.
Really
Because
cool.
if you get eliminated once, that gives people like, you know, Rob or Jeff to fly outside of the ring and still hold back in. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
Except I'd be for that.
Jen, Jericho.
Oh, dude, that would be nuts.
Jericho coming. There's
Jericho's going back.
speculation. Yeah, speculation come back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Yes.
Someone asked about that last week, and we didn't talk about it. But it makes
Right.
sense to go do another run and get.
I know, right? He's got and there's so much value to bringing him back nowadays too in today's landscape of WWE. It's just like he'd be great back in.
It'd be so nuts to see him do the old Y2J entrance for his first appearance back if he goes back to WWE. And you hear the countdown and they're like, is that are they really doing that? And it's break the walls down. He's got his hands out. I'd lose it.
Dude, yeah.
I'd fangirl. I wouldn't even give a shit.
Yeah. Man,
I love showmanship.
Absolutely. The peak of the fandom right there.
Do you think it's gonna happen, baby?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'd be down for it.
I know it's almost time for the annual Chris Jericho shirtless birthday photo on Instagram shoot. So,
And then Rob, you got to do it then too, because
challenge every year.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
It's a challenge. It's a one-sided. I take that as a challenge.
Challenge accepted, Chris.
Yeah.
Y'all are the same age, just like weeks apart.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
I should do a workout video together.
Jim the Don, thanks for the $2. He says, RVD, your entrance was cool as fuck, simple but badass. That's true.
Boom.
It was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I like in his entrance when he does the spin kick in the ring and it's so high up because it exudes so much energy for no reason.
Yes. Rob, I just liked it when you'd walk out and you just kind of didn't give a fuck. That's what I liked.
Back in the ACW days, it would sometimes it would take like 5 minutes for me to get to the ring. Then have to start the music over a couple times. Had it out anyway, but yeah, it was like I'd have my music play for a little while, and then I'd send Fonzie out through the curtain.
Yeah.
He'd blow in his whistle and walk in, and I'd still be doing push-ups or taping my wrists up and shit. And then when I go out there and then go all the way around and get everybody go in, showboat, corner to corner, and used to like kill so much time. But I mean, staying connected though, so it didn't feel like it was too much time. To me, I'm sure to the other boys behind the curtain, they were probably, sick of it and saying, dude, we got to get out of here. But
and I could picture them hitting your music and being like, where is Rob? And then he's like in the back parking lot smoking, like, Rob, you're on, go.
That has happened several times.
That'd be a badass entrance. So if you came out with a joint in your mouth, like fucking, oh, you really want me? You just interrupted joint time and you put it out and just went in there and whooped ass.
Or great if they did it like Goldberg style, where it's like your back.
But it wasn't on TV or anything. It was a show in New Jersey that I did a run-in with the joint in my mouth, and
that I never knew that.
Well, no, it wasn't
or
anything. It was, but this was like 97-ish, and it's the only time I think ever that I saw Yokozuna. He was there, and that motherfucker was sitting in the dressing room in a love seat, and his ass went from armrest to armrest. It was tight. Yeah,
I love that.
So big.
I heard he was funny.
Yeah,
everybody said he was one of the funniest characters.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I didn't really know him. I just saw him there. But yeah,
and an amazing.
I know nothing about nothing. Like I said, wrestling was it's an afterthought.
Yeah,
it could be there.
That's crazy. I never knew.
You gotta.
I thought, I feel like I know everything about your whole career.
Oh.
I mean, I hope so. You're having a child. You're gonna have to tell them all the stories.
That's gotta be together. So like the fans bring up their favorite stories. I know his answers to it, their side of it. So I just feel like career.
Yeah.
I think it's rare when it breaks up something. Like when a fan was like, remember that time Guerrero's ladder match, a fan did a run-in? Like, I was like, that's new to me.
Oh, a fan did a run-in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he give him a spin kick?
No, Eddie punched him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Right.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
But another story that mine was my music, and this was a show somewhere in Ohio, and I'm outside and with a circle of wrestlers, and Joe C from Kid Rock was there,
Right.
and we're outside smoking a doobie or a couple, passing them around, and I was supposed to be like the next match coming up or something. And anyway, I'm out there, and well, Joe C came out. He was inside. He came out, and he said, "I think your music was playing," and I was like, Nah, can't be already. The match before me just went in." And he was like, "All right." And so like we're smoking, and then after a little while, someone else came out and said, "Hey, dude, your music." I'm like, "Really?" And it wasn't just for my match; it was for a run-in.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. I left Sandman out there, and then I was like, "Fuck!" And I had to run so far because it was across the parking lot, and then it was through a big open gym that we weren't using, in that door and all the way across the empty gym, and then through another door into the arena, and then down the top rope to do a sidekick to whoever was beating up Sandman. And he said afterwards, it was so long. He said it started getting kind of funny, and then funny, and then it wasn't funny, and then it got funny again.
Dude, that's so fucking dope.
One time. Yeah.
I love that.
One of my stories.
I'm surprised nobody's picked up your back spinning kick. I would think that Alistair, because he's got a martial arts background, would pick up your back spinning kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe they don't want to
take it. Not too
They
many
can't make it.
But
there's been a couple moves that people haven't. We've been surprised about that they haven't taken from you. Was it the 360 leg drop or something? Nobody's taken.
I'm surprised I don't see people.
Yeah, people not do that and everything too.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
We got a good RVDology question here from Frankie Terrizzo. Thanks for the books. Hey, RVDology on too much regretting for too long.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can I tell Frankie? Too much regretting. Well, obviously you gotta accept what you can't change and move on. And anything you're looking at is probably telling you that as well. But what's the expression? God grant me strength to have the courage to change what I can and the wisdom to accept what I cannot. Not, a God guy normally, but I really like that expression. And it really is the perspective to take when it comes to regret, because regret is a negative energy. It's not positive. It's not like a happy kind of feeling, It kind of brings you down. It weighs you down. And it anchors you to the past so that you can't move forward. And really, there's nothing that you can do about it except to accept the newly upgraded version of you that has that experience, that education, that knowledge now to add to your repertoire and be able to move forward, and not make the same mistake again if that's what it was about, or not choose paths that could be having you face more regret in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Doug, how do you deal with regret and long-term regret?
With regret, I mean, I just use it. Like, we all have regrets. We all have things that we don't want to do again. We all have, like, to me, that like internal cringe is like a calling card to do better. You know, so like it's kind of a gift. Whatever you're regretting, whatever you don't want to do again, all your fears, mistakes, all the bullshit that sits inside that shitty part of your stomach, that's fuel for you to make better decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's so many things I wish I could take back, but I cannot take back. The only thing I can really do is be present and make sure I don't do the same things. And then the other part of that is to make sure that I plan and not revisit what got me to that moment. You
Right.
know? So like to me, like the best way to use regret is to look at it and use it as a tool. You know, it's kind of what it is. It's not going to go anywhere. You know, it'll feel less over time, but there'll be moments that'll hit you just like you did that stupid thing or whatever hurt you, harmed you. Like those things are there, you know, but they're just gifts to learn from, you know. That's all
Absolutely.
it is. Life gives you gifts. You know, pain is a gift. All the things that we're enduring and going through, they're all just gifts for us to manipulate and use for the betterment of ourselves.
Right. 100%. Yeah.
That
Use it for your
resonated
good.
with me to be more present. Then my big regrets is when people have played me in the past, like when I got taken advantage of. So
Mhm.
then I'm like, even today in a business meeting, I'm like, if I'm more present, then I can be more in control of making better decisions to not feel that pain of someone taking advantage of me.
Not having to trust someone that you shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
And so being more focused on in the moment
Yeah.
and what's going on. Yeah, that's a lot. And that, yeah, it's a good preventative for you too. And then, you know, and obviously something you regret is something in the past. So it's like living in the past, there's some benefit to like learning from it, but at the same time too, you don't want to exist back there because there's nothing you can necessarily do about it. And then on top of it too, regret is coincides with shame in a lot of ways. And shame is one of the most powerful emotions that you feel. So if you carry shame and regret, you got to kind of categorize it. Should I really feel this bad about this regret? And like, should I really focus that much? Was there much more I could do? Because you don't even know the outcome after the fact if you were to do something different back then.
Yeah, but true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's if you don't. I feel like we're all saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we're
but
enlightened.
if you're a fan watching and you don't know exactly what he just said about not knowing what would have happened had you taken option A instead of option B, so many people are like dude, if he could have just put that weed down, he'd still be a champion today. Very doubtful 20 fucking 5 years later or however many years it's been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
18 years later, but
You'd still be an 18-year range.
yeah, people think, but even, sadly, but even when it comes to, man, if he wouldn't have, hung around those guys, he'd be alive today. You don't know that either. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
Hypothetical, you don't know the alternate universes. Why even bother thinking about, what could have if you really have no control over it? Just keep in the real world.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And being in the present moment is sometimes a very, very tough thing to do. And, because some people look towards the future, some people live in the past. You got to find the present, like you were saying, Katie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Really all you can do, for sure. That's all we have for the super chats. And Doug, is there anything you want to get over though, or promote or anything going on?
Yeah, my shoe company.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I own a shoe company, Odd2C Shoes. It's ODD, the number 2, and then C, Odd2C. Basically, I used to wrestle in basketball shoes because they're so damn comfy and they absorb a lot of shock when I land, and then they give me that like rigidity so I can jump up because I always like to jump onto the ring apron when I make my entrance because I'm a chauvinist and I'm like, look how athletic I am,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I need this comfort, and then. But the aesthetic between having sneakers on and boots always got to me. So I kind of have a hybrid in the works. I'm going to China to finalize everything. The shoe's completely designed. I have all the copyrights, patents, all the stuff. And I have a launch page. If you were to go to odyssey.com, you could put your email link in there. And then we're going to have the 3D models up. And I'll have the actual workable samples in January. Actually, probably sooner than that. And I want to get you a free pair, Rob.
You for sure. I don't know if fans know this, but I throughout my career never had like real actual wrestling boots. I went barefoot, and then I wore boxing boots, which have a really thin sole, and then I wore amateur wrestling and boxing boots. Even when I had some boots made by a company, I had a really thin sole. So when I broke my heels in April, that's part of the blame. That I don't tape my ankles and shit that I could have done to prevent an injury. But I'm more comfortable without having that thick sole. A lot of wrestlers get taller and bigger, but I always figured that I would kick people a lot harder. Like Jerry Lightning Foot Flynn used to kick the shit out of me in '92. He had thick soles and did kick. I always wore extra thin soles so I could really piece with it. And I definitely would love to have a pair.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And they're lighter than my boxing shoes.
Sweet.
So and then the thing is, this will be like the first tier. So all the kinks that you hate with it. And then I could remod it to like what you want specifically. You know what I mean? And then because
supportive,
yeah. Actually, it's called I learned all these terms. The rand of the shoe is the heel, so that we put a hardened piece of rubber down the back to actually protect it. So if you have like steel cables and you hit your Achilles on the ropes or on the angle iron on the outside of the ring, you have a protection against snapping your Achilles off.
Wow.
And then I have a hardened rubber piece on the toe. Yeah, I really went crazy on this design to make sure that it's safe, light, and effective. And I made it with my buddy who owns 510 Rock Climbing and Apparel. Well, he sold that company, but that's his original shoe company. He was a rock climber.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Odd2C.com.
Yes, sir.
E, the number 2, the letter C.
S-E.
No, S-E-E, like C.
Oops, okay.
Yeah.
ODD, the number 2, and then SEE.com.
I'll be sure to put a link in the description for everybody too.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then is there anything else? The scale up catch? What was it? Scale up?
Oh yeah, scaling up. If you just go to Scaling Up Catches or Scaling Up Podcast, I'll be on the podcast with them pretty soon, and we'll be catching Preds. If you want to see me catch the pedophiles, it's Scaling Up Catches, and then us talking.
How's that work where you box the Preds, by the way?
Waiver.
But why would they agree to do that? What do they get up?
Nothing. They get beat up. They either go to jail or get beat up. You
don't call the cops on them if you let them beat up. And stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's a gimmick. There's a gimmick for why. So like, if we have enough evidence to put them in jail, they go to jail.
Yeah.
But if it's 50-50, but they're still an absolute creep, and we don't have enough, right? Then we and we just say, hey, you can sign up for a cordial, friendly. We'll give you a helmet, a cup. You sign a waiver. It's real safe, professional, and then super safe. Yeah, and then and then they get fed.
All right. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, good luck with your shoes and everything. It seems like you got yourself surrounded with a pool of good energy. So hope everything works out, and I think it will.
Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. Have a safe trip, and we'll watch for you on SmackDown, right?
Yeah, congrats, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And thank you. And congratulations on your child.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll try to get you guys some baby shoes.
All right.
We'll talk.
Cool.
Right.
Thanks,
you guys
Doug.
have a good one.
Thanks.
Thanks, Van Dam fam.
Y'all
All right.
have a safe Halloween.
Yes, have a safe.
No drinking and driving.
That's it, right?
Good decisions.
See, Katie's already in mom mode. She's already.
Don't eat candy with needles in it.
don't do that. That's a big key component to it all. But awesome. Oh, Maddie chimed in with another chat real quick.
Woo.
Oh.
Man goes into the doctor's office and says, "Doctor, I have 5 pens." Doctor says, "My God, how do you fit your pants fit? How do your pants fit?" Man says, "Like a glove." One up, fam.
I think you meant penises, but you just type it.
I have 5 penises, doctor. My God. Oh, like a glove. I get it. Boom.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
that's his
Oh,
body.
okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think he threw some up here that in the chat room. If anyone wants to go back and
Yeah, there's Maddie sent me a good one. I gotta read this real quick to you guys because he sent this to me on Facebook. Hold on a second. The good one.
I got the
It made me laugh.
wrong damn contacts in. I can't
Okay,
even-
how do you offend an archaeologist? Give him a tampon and ask him what period it's from.
Okay. Nice. You didn't give us time. I would have got that. So yeah, I mean, we just mentioned real quick about the mafia and the gambling.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of my friends here in Las Vegas is a mobster that hung out with the guys. But why did we just shrink like that? Oh,
I adjusted.
oh okay.
Boom.
That was weird, man.
Funky.
Anyway, this guy that I'm proud to call a friend here. He's a local legend. His name is Frankie Citro. And he is in the black book, which means he's not allowed in any of the casinos and stuff because of his days with the mobsters that were here, and all the guys from Casino that were the real life characters. You know, he was like around and ran with a bunch of them. I've met some of them with him, but anyway, I'm gonna try to get him on and see if he's got some thoughts on the gambling that's the mafia. Yeah, the mafia. It was Katie's idea, by the way.
That's awesome. That'd be super sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
He's trying to get out. He's been trying to get out of the black book for years, and he can't. No, he's not the last person living that's in the black book, but there's something exclusive about him being in it. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, maybe hopefully we'll have him on. That'd be awesome. He's a great guy, and I'm going to talk to him about it, but we haven't talked about this yet, so I don't know. And he's up there in age, so he would have to have a family member help him get on Skype, you know.
All that stuff.
But I mean, I almost need Katie's help too. I'm just barely like a step above that. And he's older than me, so yeah. But that would be cool though.
Sweet.
Yeah, those guys. I think what happened was the basketball players ended up, you know, gambling and ended up owing somebody, and then had to do them a favor to pay them back. That's how they usually get in. That's how they get their hooks in the athletes usually, you know, as they get them in a desperate situation where they need a way out. So, but I've been listening to, like, I heard Sammy the Bull talk about it and Michael Francis, and I was looking forward to talking about it a little bit. You know, maybe we'll have the expert next week.
Yeah, cool.
I like that. That'd be awesome. And yeah, it would be great. Like, you think about the athlete stuff, like Chauncey Billups, he's one of the basketball players that got arrested. And like, he's a Hall of Famer, and he was really, really good, and he made a lot of money. So for him to put himself in that situation is really like curious and weird, like, and like unnecessary.
Right. So, he did not need the money. He had been doing it for the thrill.
Right. Exactly. So it'll be interesting to get the mafia or the organized crime side of this perspective.
Yeah, but my guess is that first he gambles, and because people love gambling, and if you're making $25 million a year and you're a gambler, you're not gonna get the high off of gambling $500.
Right.
And the gambling is made to work against you. You know, the house wins ultimately. That's what Meyer Lansky told me way back in the day, and said if you're going to be into gambling, make sure you own the house, and that way, you know, it's the only way to win. But anyway, I think just from what normally happens, that probably he was gambling, got in over his head, and got in debt to some people that, you know, couldn't just be like paid off easily to go away. You know, those guys, shit, you know, they could hurt you. But yeah, but and you know, you could work it out. We could work something out. Boom. Okay. You know, I think it's gonna be something like that.
It's got, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this all develops, because this is going to be an ongoing situation, I think, too. You know, and NBA basketball is very easy to throw games and things like that. So we'll see how it all develops. But yeah, it'd be great to have that guy on. It'd be awesome.
When we were in Florida a few days ago, it was all over the news, and it's like they're locally, they're concerned because their local police, I think it's the sheriff and his wife, both have been busted as being part of this, you know. So, so for them, they're more focused on that part. But you know, organized crime can corrupt and get its tentacles into everything. So it's interesting. And by the way, like the Canadian mafia, they've been like so active. Like I remember a couple weeks ago, I was saying, damn, it's like every few days it seems like there's news. It seems like there's still an active war going on there right now, because they keep you know, finding mobsters getting whacked. And now with this, it's like anybody that questions, you know, do you think the mafia is still around? Yeah.
Wow. I know. And like when they got brought up in this thing, I was like, wow, so the mafia is still like cooking and kicking around here. It's like,
yeah, I've heard people say all 5 families, but it appears to be 4 families from the actual sources. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen the Colombos blamed for it at all, but everybody else possibly. And so it's evident they are still around.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that in the Philly versus Mob documentary too.
Right, which I'm on episode 2 now. So started that today, I guess, and episode 1 was awesome. It was cool. I was like, I was just there, you know, looking at the streets of South Philly. Yep.
Dude, yeah, I was like a 25-minute walk from my old apartment to where Joey Molino's hangout was. It's just like, that's crazy to think about.
Right.
Yeah. Nuts. Yeah. Well, that'll be fun then. I'll be fun for next episode.
Yeah. All right, dude. Appreciate it.
Battleground Collectibles said they're having Godfather there in March.
All right.
So you're in Texas, go see Godfather at Battleground Collectibles.
Yeah. And definitely tell Godfather we put in a good word for Battleground Collectibles, just like anybody, any talent that might get booked there, definitely recommend it. Not like Chillicothe Promotions, which I don't recommend.
And also, Godfather loves shooting, so he'll love that place. That's his hobby.
True.
We got to get him on here. He would be great.
Yeah.
And also to Battleground Collectibles, we recommend Godfather.
Yeah. You do need Godfather. That's our very good friend.
Yeah, he's awesome. So cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time here on One of a Kind with who? With RVD and KT. All right.
See you.
See you.